Excuse me, is anyone sitting here? Can I sit here?
No, sure.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, good. Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Harnoor, by the way.
Oh, I'm Katie.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So 16th October 2020, one of the most special day of my life. And this date pe, I didn't do two mistakes. Number one, wearing the same kind of t-shirts in all the dates. For example, Hack GSU, Hack ATL, Hack Marta, Coinbase, Venmo. मेरे पास सिर्फ ऐसी ही t-shirts. I have like 40 to 50 same kinds of t-shirts. But I didn't do that mistake, but instead borrowed a jacket from my roommate, and I asked you guys on Instagram what should I wear, and you guys decided. So that date became very, very special. And number two mistake was that there's a culture in Georgia, or you can say in South of America, that a girl should reach to the purse, but ultimately a guy should pay. So usually some girls didn't even offer to pay. I didn't go on a second date with them, but the girls who offered to pay, I always split it. But I shouldn't have done that because I should have, insisted I will be paying. I didn't know about that culture. I don't know about New York or California, but this culture is very popular here. So now I'm gonna follow it. So summers are here, and today most important thing is gonna be to protect my skin from harmful UV rays क्योंकि आज बहुत ज़्यादा धूप है. Do you also use sunscreen regularly?
Oh yeah, I mean, white people have to use sunscreen regularly, otherwise we can get sunburn. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So आजकल मैं use कर रहा हूँ Mamaearth's Indian Hydrogel sunscreen क्योंकि ये है SPF 50 and it's gonna fight against UV rays ताकि स्किन कैंसर का बिल्कुल भी डर ना हो. So ये सनस्क्रीन बहुत ज़्यादा स्पेशल है बिकॉज इसके अंदर है एलोवेरा एज वेल एज रास्पबेरी. सो एलोवेरा के बारे में सबको पता है दैट इट इज़ रिच इन एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स. तो जिनको भी टैनिंग हो जाती है वो भी एलोवेरा यूज करते हैं, बट इसमें नेचुरली एलोवेरा है तो टैनिंग या फिर सनबर्न्स का कोई चांस ही नहीं. एंड अदर देन दैट इसके अंदर है रास्पबेरी एज वेल विच इज rich in vitamin C, which eliminates the causes of premature aging. And together, they keep my skin soft and illuminated for the rest of the day. And best part is that they also have an option with haldi. तो दोनों products बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छे हैं. And उससे भी अच्छी बात यह है कि they are PETA certified, toxin free होते हैं, कोई harmful chemicals नहीं होते हैं. And if you will order on their website, then they will link your order on their website to the tree that they plant. And अगर आप मेरा coupon code use करोगे HARNU2021, then you will get 20% discount on the website. So definitely try it out. So now let me take you guys to the location of my first date where we met, starting from the first conversation.
And I got to this part about possessives, and there's like unka and aapki and uska and
Uski.
Wait. Well, and I'm confused. Does it depend on the gender of the thing or the person? And like, also it's confusing because I feel like the form for singular feminine sounds the same as for plural.
So for 2 hours, it's free. So I remember when we had our first date, I didn't have a car, so I didn't have to pay for parking, but you had to, right, that day?
Yeah, I think it was only like, it was like less than like $2 or less or something like that, so it's okay.
So finally we are at the Atlantic station, and this is the place where we had our first date. So starting with the story, तो आपको पता होगा मैंने first time dating app install की back in November 2019, and I didn't have any luck. I had asked so many girls as who were my classmates before, but luck didn't favor me with my classmates or with my college friends. So that's why I joined a dating app.
One eternity later.
So first of all, tell me, why did you swipe right on me? What was unique in my profile?
Well, first of all, I thought you were cute, of course. But then I like that you like to travel because I also love to travel. And I like that you were ambitious and had goals, and we're also seeking to be with someone who had goals, because I think a lot of guys just want a girl who will stay home and like cook for them and clean for them.
Even in US.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you wanted somebody who also had goals, so I appreciated that a lot.
Yeah, and that was our first conversation on Bumble as well. So I remember that you had traveled to 9 countries and my number was around, I think, 7 or 6 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
You were
yeah.
beating me, and your goal was to travel to Thailand someday. So,
Yeah.
and I think Tinder is considered a hookup app pretty much everywhere. But 3 years ago, it was different. So that's why I installed Bumble, Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel, and Dilbil. So I was on all these 4 apps, and somehow we matched.
Yeah.
So after getting matched up with her, we had a video call because of COVID for 30 minutes. And then finally on 16th October 2020, we planned our first date at Atlantic Station. मुझे भी याद है, I was waiting outside Publix on a chair and I was clueless of what's going to happen from now.
Yeah, when I was climbing the stairs, I was hopeful because we had a really great video call, but it was actually my first ever online dating app date. So I was really nervous because I hadn't met you before in person, and I didn't really know who I was dating.
And I thought I was pretty confident because that was my 9th date through a dating app, and I think I was the least nervous on that at the time.
Oh, really? Because I thought you were really nervous.
Yeah, I'm always nervous. And that day, a lot of students, I think Indian students, were playing cricket here from Georgia Tech, and one of them recognized me, "Are you Harnoor?" And she was like, "How come they recognized me?" And she was acting.
Yeah.
So did you stalk me that I had a YouTube channel, or you were acting on that day that as if you don't know anything?
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's be real. All girls stalk somebody before going on a date with them. Like, I mean, that's just the thing that girls do. Because you want to make sure that you're not like a murderer or something, and you want to make sure that you are who you say you are and you're not catfishing or something. So
Oh.
yes, I did pretend. I'm like, oh, really? That's so cool. You have a YouTube channel? Like, what? So, yes,
Yeah.
I was. But you didn't know. You didn't know until I told him, like, a few months later.
Yeah, like recently she told me that I knew you had a YouTube channel because she stalked me, and that day she was acting in front of the students.
Yeah.
So that's where they're making Microsoft headquarters, I think.
You were walking so fast and you were stammering a lot.
And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on.
So the original plan was just for drinks, but since the conversation at this bench and at this bridge was going so well, so we changed it to dinner, and then we went to Street Thai for our dinner.
Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song
So
on.
overall we spent around 2 hours exploring the city and 1 hour for the dinner, and in the end, since I didn't have a car, she offered to drop me back home, and then we scheduled for the second date.
Slower is better than too fast, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Like your old granny.
Yeah, a little bit.
So that was our story. Thank you so much for watching and being part of
Put
it.
my feet up and we just sing along.